welcome back. Today we're doing another pick a card reading for the month of November. If you are new to pick a card readings, just let me give you a quick little rundown of how this works. So I have 4 piles here. Choose the pile that you are most drawn to. And if you need help choosing a pile, I'll also put up crystals on top and you can choose that way. If you do need more time, feel free to pause this video. Now let's add the crystals. All right, for those that like to choose with crystals, for pile 1 we have green apatite. For pile 2 we have polychrome jasper. Pile 3 we have golden healer. And then pile 4 we have black opal. This will focus here. Black opal for pile 4. If you need more time, pause this video. Otherwise, I will leave a description in the description box, a timestamp for you to head to your pile. All right, pile 1, if you chose the green apatite, this reading is for you. So first up, we have the mystic and the animal. Now, during the month of November, during this time, you're really getting comfortable in your own skin. And with doing that, you're really, the minute that you accept and express and celebrate the physical body, that you can really tap into that animal type of energy, that animal spirit. Have you ever looked into that, into what your spirit animal is, what animal that you really vibe with? If you don't know what that is, really find out and dig into what that energy is, because I really think that during this month that you can really benefit on finding out what is your spirit animal. And then with the mystic, just remember that you are a warrior, and during this time you have gone through a lot, and I think during the month of November you're finally going to be able to see the light and really know how to come out on top. And I think by sitting through that dark energy, that, and that's not necessarily, I'm not saying it as like a bad thing, I don't know how to explain it, but you just are a warrior. I just feel that energy of like you have been through some stuff and you just really know how to work it and get through it. Let's get some more cards here. Let's get some tarot cards and kind of see what is going on. The Hermit. So during the month of November, you're really having that inner reflection, that kind of that soul searching, finding your guide within, connecting a lot to your inner self, doing that real reflection work. And I think through the month of November that you're really going to be vibing with yourself and really tapping into that animal energy. And I really think that's going to bring you a lot of comfort, is what I'm hearing. 3 of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. So in the month of November, you're really going to free yourself from some heavy burdens that you have going on and really find yourself coming out on top, kind of like what I said. Just keep going is what I just keep hearing. Just keep going, keep moving forward, because you are going places. And with the 3 of Pentacles, there's something you're going to be collaborating on, or some teamwork. You're going to be working with somebody, whether that's like kind of tossing ideas around with friends, but there's something that's going to, like magic. I just like, it's going to come together so perfectly. And it's just kind of by starting with an idea, and is what I keep hearing. Just sharing and listening, and like really there's no limit on what you can manifest for the month of November. And I think that's that light at the end of the tunnel that you're like, oh yes, like this is what we have going on here. Let's get some more cards, because I really think that you maybe through previous months have really been going through a dark time and just trying to like figure out what it is. And I think now you're starting to see that light and really connecting with yourself and really with your intuition, and it's like all coming together this month of November. And it's like, oh my gosh, like it's been here this whole time, and it's kind of like, okay, time for a nap. Like you've been doing a lot of work previously, and it's just kind of like really allowing for those dreams to come to fruition and really arise, and let go of like things that don't really matter and just kind of brush them off in November. It's just kind of like you've been through enough. Like this is small stuff. Poised. Really, this month is like you are coming to light. You are ready. It's like your boots are tied. You're like you're like, I got this. I have been in combat, and you're so poised. Something, I feel like it's more with confidence in a relationship that you may have. More relationship vibes is what I'm getting here. You're just very confident in the month of November with your relationship. And then we have the fates. Like fate, karma. I feel like you're really accepting during this time with the things that you cannot change. Like, yes, it is what it is, and I'm not going to be able to change that. That is something out of my control. So this is just the way it is going to be. November, I feel like you're gaining a lot of wisdom and just more maturity. But I feel like more wisdom because of the things you have just recently been through. Like the smaller things, you're like, whatever. Like they want to say that. Let that roll off my back. Nothing to me. What else do you have for pile one? Refuge. Take refuge. You're just like, yeah, we're going through a transformation, and we don't have time for the crap that doesn't matter. And we're going to focus on what is good and focus on the light at the end of the tunnel and focus on my dreams and my manifestations. Everything is coming to fruition for you this month. And I think it's like you're going to see the forest for the trees. You're just really going to see, let's get one more, because you're just transcending. You're just coming out on top. And it's like, who dis? Who is this person that has so much going for you that I don't think really, maybe even at the beginning of the year, thought that how things are shifting and changing for how this year is going to end, because I think things are really looking up for you. Because I really think by letting go of those heavy burdens during this month, that is how all of this is going to come together. But first, by letting those blockages in your path, just like walk right over them, because you are a warrior. You are like this, let it roll off your back. These burdens and these small things, these pebbles are nothing to what you're becoming and what you're going through. Yeah, push through any insecurity this month. Let's get some other take inspired action. I think that is really going to come together when you start working with others and doing that teamwork, and also that inner work that you have going on, and connecting with your higher self and more tapping into your intuition. That spirit animal that you have going on within you is really going to help kind of just guide and align all of these things for you. And it's going to help you see the bigger picture that the universe, whatever it is that you believe, has for you, because there's so much more going on than just sitting in darkness. Like, you are the light. You have so much to give and so much more to offer. And I think that you're actually going to see that for yourself, and you're really going to step into the confidence and that warrior energy. I just keep hearing warrior this whole time. I just keep warrior. Like, you have so much strength for you, and push through any insecurity. You may have those thoughts, those intrusive thoughts that may be wanting to pop in, and no, shut that down. Don't, because things are turning around and things are really looking up for you, Pile 1. And I hope you have a great month, and thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye! All right, Pile 2, if you chose this pile or the Polychrome Jasper, this reading is for you. So we have the Riddle and Anima Mundi card. So for the month of November, this card is the same energy as the World card in tarot. So it's really all about completeness, balance, all that is. And I really feel like in the month of November, a real kind of like an awakening is happening, kind of like an aha moment where it's like, oh, kind of like a light on. This is all making sense. And with the riddle card, I feel like you're really gonna kind of go head first, kind of just really diving into yourself and just kind of taking a new look at yourself. Like, you thought maybe you knew yourself, but I just really feel like the month of November, there's a profound lesson for you to be learned. Let's get some more cards here and see. Like, things are just flowing this month. The energy is just really vibing, and I just feel just kind of go with it. Really, success is on your way. Success is on your side. I feel like people are really going to be kind of turning to you this month, maybe for advice or and you're going to be helping them that way, and more in an energetic way, not necessarily money, but kind of being there for those that are close to you. And I feel like even though you're going to be helping people that way, not to hold on to not to hold on to things like tightly, really kind of going with the flow and what feels right to you. Because otherwise, if you're not open with that energy of giving, I feel like that's going to create some blocks for you, if that makes sense. I'm really trying to figure out how exactly to say that. And then with the Strength card, you really have a calmness about you during this time. With the month of November, you have a lot of gifts within, and I think during this time with this month of November that you're really going to be diving deep also into those gifts. I shouldn't say gifts because we can all do it. Tapping into that muscle of really connecting with your higher self, connecting more into your intuition, your third eye, psychic abilities. Maybe tarot is something that you kind of wanted to dive into, or pendulum work, energy work. There's something where you're going to be diving deep into yourself, and I mean, that does take a lot of courage, and you're going to be coming forth with helping others with compassion during this time. I think you have a lot of compassion for others and helping them during, maybe their times of need. Seven of Cups, also for the month of November. Really needing to move forward and maybe not knowing how exactly it's going to play out. But during this time, I really think you just need to make a choice and just kind of go for it. And I think that has to do with more business wise, not really knowing how it's going to turn out, and maybe you have had your idea, on something that you want to do and want to pursue more. And maybe that is helping others. This is all, maybe that's helping others somehow in different business aspects. Providing a service, but also I don't think so. Helping a friend. Could be together for some and separate for others. That take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a kind of a collective reading. Let's get some more. Because this month of November, you are blessed. You have a lot to be thankful for. And when you get the blessed card, it's just really unforeseen gifts, from the universe, from source, from God, that you just can't really, you're like, how the heck did this happen? And I think, something wonderful is gonna transpire for the month of November for you. To be fair, a lot of balance going on here. And really consider your options, and that's interesting that it's right next to the Seven of Cups card. Weigh your options and see what it is that you really want to dive headfirst into, and just kind of balance it with your energy and just see what flows. Just try it out and just kind of see what sticks to the wall, because it is all going to happen. It's all going to happen, and I think you're really manifesting during this time. And I think that's where the Treasure Island comes through. It's that law of attraction, bringing your dreams to fruition, and really that positive thinking. You have a very positive attitude. And I think that is what kind of overflows, and it's just how things are just kind of just spreading out and just kind of happening. And you're like, wow, this is just all working. You're vibing high. Everything is very high vibrational for you, and things are just working out, and you're like, how the heck is this happening? And you're really blessed right now, and things, you can't even explain it. It's just like, let's get another one. Round and round. So I think you're just really breaking these cycles, the cycle that you've really been into. You have just gone round and round, and you're finally just kind of out of that spin, and really, and maybe it's this month that you're really revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Sometimes our lessons keep coming up, and maybe in different ways, and I think that this time you're like, oh, I'm finally getting it. And so you're just kind of breaking out of that cycle, and you're like, geez, this has been a whirlwind, and it just kind of, you're breaking those cycles this month. And I think that is where all of these things are just kind of unfolding and really coming together for you this month. And that is so cool. That is so awesome. I love when we learn from our lessons and we're like, oh my gosh, finally, I get it, universe. Okay. Playfulness. During this month of November, I really think this is a great time for you to really connect with that inner child's play, that really embracing that innocence and like letting go, carefree energy, and just really going with that this month. And I think that also is kind of like that energy because you just got out of that whirlwind of your head spinning and going around, and you can just like, okay, you can just kind of take a breath and then going with the flow, just roll with it, go with the punches, and everything just kind of falls into place for you, especially when you don't resist. I think the more that you resist with things like that earlier Four of Pentacles, that's what I was thinking. Four of Pentacles, when you are resisting and kind of holding tighter to things, that's where you're creating blocks. And I think if you, by just going with the flow of energy, things are just really going to fall into place and come together for you this month. And stability. I think being present in the moment and really slow down to explore your inner self and your inner workings. This is so cool. Like everything is just falling into place for you this month, and I love it. Breaking those cycles. That's a great card. Let's see what else we get. Attend to the details. If there is something that comes up that you need to tend to, I think take action. Move on it. And then step up and lead. If you're being called to take a position to kind of take like a management position, or just kind of step up into kind of like a team player role, I think that is really going to help the flow of energy. Just slow and steady kind of wins the race. Releasing the blocks is really going to help you lead to success this month. And attending to those details is when you can have fun. So when you worry and slow down, you can really make the magic happen and really see it unfold. And by attending to those details, that's when you can have fun. You know, it's the small little things, and then you're like, okay, I got that attended to. Now, like, let's go have fun. Let's go have some playfulness. So a lot of things coming together for you in the month of November, and that is what we have for you, Pile 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great month, and I hope to see you next time. Bye! All right, Pile 3, or if you chose the Golden Healer, this reading is for you. So we have the Kiss, the Cave, and the Crone. So right now I really feel like a relationship is kind of taking place in the month of November with this Kiss card, union, lots of chemistry with this new person that may be coming in and stepping forward. And then with the Cave, at the same time, you're really stepping into your own and having more of a self-understanding, really kind of figuring out what really lights your fire. So a lot of newness coming in for you with this union, and also about kind of more self-discovery with this Cave, kind of digging deep and really figuring out what really ignites that cave is that deep center of the heart. And I think that's that portal that is just really going to really ignite you onto this journey. And then with the Crone, that is all about your power. You have a very powerful energy, and I don't know if you know that, but you have this ability to rise above, especially in the month of November. All these things are just kind of being kind of like laid out to you, like someone is saying, like, this is for you. This is what I have brought for you. Please please accept my gifts. Is just kind of like the fun energy presentation that I'm just like kind of getting in my head. Like, this is great energy to work with. And you, with the crone, it's also the master of letting things go. This month of November, you are really letting things, let me fix this lighting. It's gotten bright in here. Just really letting things go and just kind of manifesting, and just very powerful energy this month of November. Let's get some tarot cards. Let's see what else we have going on. What else do we have going on for pile 3 for the month of November? The Devil. So really kind of delving deep into your shadows, just kind of working on yourself. But I think be careful during this time not to fall into the darkness. I be careful of that. And I really think by working and healing with your beautiful heart that you have, I really think that not to be too hard on yourself. I think this is a time to just kind of more so accept. We all have shadow work and work on ourselves to do all the time. And no one is perfect. And I just think that during this time, to not be hard on yourself and just to work on things that arise. Just be careful. The message that I am saying is like not to be hard on yourself. Don't fall into that darkness. That is not what this is about. Yes, Queen of Wands, that more powerful energy, lots of creativity, lots of ideas going on. So it's crucial that it's just very just to become more aware of the things that need to be worked on for the I'm not even really worried about that Devil card. The Queen of Wands energy, lots of creativity, new things are coming into play, brainstorming, just kind of like that new fire that is coming within, just kind of like that cave, that portal, that finding that fire that ignites within you. And with that Queen of Wands energy is just really that, just kind of fun, allowing yourself to dream and to just kind of have fun. Because with this Four of Swords, you're really on the brink of burnout. And I think that by digging deep into what your heart is really desiring and finding that fire that just really lights your soul and just really helps you to get up in the morning is where you won't be falling into that, I think, that darkness. I think this is more of a kind of like a cautionary, but if you tap into that, I think that's where you'll really find your source of fire that's really going to ignite and kind of change things for you. Hopefully this isn't as dark. Okay. The light just keeps going. There's so many clouds. I'm like, Let's get some more cards. What else do we have going on for pile 3 for the month of November? Focus on the positive. New moon in Sagittarius. What else? Can I get some more cards, please, for the month of November for pile 3? Oh, there's 2. New moon in Taurus, new moon in Cancer. Very interesting. Lots of new moon energy. Know your worth and relax. So new moon energy is all about doors that are opening up to you. Just slate is wiped clean. This is like the starting point, the beginning of the race. And I think by this energy, that's where that digging deep and finding that energy, because that is just going to kind of roll into and just letting that energy flow. And that this month of November, things are really going to start opening up once you just find that fire that is igniting in you. That's so exciting. New beginnings. I'm hearing rainbow moonstone. I don't know if you work with crystals at all. Just having that around, I think that's just popping into my head. Yeah, so this new moon energy is just really coming for you with all the newness, all the beginning energy that is. So focus on the positive, focus on what you can control. Don't focus on the negativity, the little things, because that's what's gonna kind of, I hear set back, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess with that sitting in darkness, but focus on the positive. Your manifesting is more on track this, I want to say quarter. I don't know why that's popping into my head. This November. And you could just really master the art of feeling good. It's going to stay that way the more you focus on the positive. And then just kind of relax. Just kind of nurture yourself. Be kind to yourself. And then just know your worth, and others will too, and be true to your values. Self-belief, self-worth is really popping into my head. And be true to yourself. Let's see. What else do we got going on for pile 3 for the month of November? Truth be told. So that's interesting. So know your worth, and how I just said, be true to who you are. Truth be told. For whatever reason, just be very transparent. And just kind of accept things at face value. If someone shows their true colors, just accept them as they are. Here and now. Just be present. Be here and now. And I kind of think that right now, what you think becomes your reality. So be sure to stay in the moment and focus on the positive. These are just all coming together. This is staying in the moment, being true to who you are, staying positive. I think that is a crucial time for you right now, to be sure to stay positive and that you don't fall into that darkness. It is, so whether, I feel like going on a walk is helpful for your mind, listening to positive music, shows, things that are positive. Surround yourself with positivity. If things kind of bring you down, you gotta switch your mindset. Gratitude journals. If you Google up gratitude prompts, that is a great way to change your mindset from going from slipping. It is proven that way, because our mind can only concentrate on one thing at a time. And so instead of focusing on something that you're worried about, you're switching by jotting down gratitude, or you're changing your mindset, and it's hard to get there, but that is just what I read, and that is what is coming to me. Let's see what else we got. Dragon power. And toadstool's growth. So right now, you're really stepping into this power, this dragon power. Dragons have very powerful energy, and take change of your life. Release any fear that you may have, anything that is holding you back, whether it's your mindset, and really just stand in your strength. Stand in your power. Stand in positivity, because I think that is just the whole month of November is just really, things are just opening up and those doors are opening to you. And with the growth, I think this month of November, there's a lot of growth to be had. And I think it's a time to be clear on your goals and your dreams. And I really think whether you follow somebody in spirituality, but you're really going to have more of a clear path of spirituality. And I keep hearing spiritual guru. But yeah, lots of spiritual growth is going to be happening for you on the month of November. So I just think this is a great new start for you with all this new moon energy. Things are opening up for you. And I hope you enjoyed this reading, and thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye! Hello, pile 4, or if you chose the black opal, this reading is for you. So we have the vision and the prayer. So prayers have been around from the dawn of time. This is not necessarily a religious practice. It is speaking to whoever your higher source is, the universe. You can use God, whoever that may be. Prayers can be a result of gratitude, and I think this time is a great time for really getting quiet and low and just humble and asking for guidance during this month of November. And with the vision, so kind of like a soul's contract. So we are all each born with a very unique vision, a destiny, a soul contract. And we forget this when we are born, and we may get little glimpses in our dreams and images. And when we're connected, we really become inspired. And I think during this month of November, really trusting, the world and the universe and all the synchronicities that it has to offer, this is really going to be a time of imagination and just kind of getting a glimpse. You may see these in your dreams and they may not make sense, but then later on you're like, kind of like a deja vu type of thing. These are very unique cards and very both colorful, with a little bit of every color of the rainbow on each of them. And it's so interesting that they came out together. Let's get some tarot cards. One thing that is really coming to me is manifesting for you. You may have things coming your way that are going to happen, and you don't really need to worry about like how, maybe it's money or a job. You're like, oh my gosh, that job is like way, I would never get that. But applying and just not knowing how you're going to get it, but you get it. Those are the types of manifesting things that are really coming, and just really trusting the universe and surrendering surrendering is really what is coming to me. Ooh, the High Priestess, powerful visions, dreams. That is interesting. That is so interesting. Serendipity, you know, she's all about intuition and spiritual experience. And I think this month of November, you're really going to be really in sync and just really into your spiritual practice, whatever that may be for you. Ooh, and the Star. Like I said before, with the manifesting, so expectations are going to be fulfilled. Things that you have been dreaming about, have been manifesting, things are going to be granted, and just really knowing that you're on the right path. A lot of inspiration coming here. These are just all beautiful, colorful cards. Knight of Wands. So just passion and really pursuing your dreams, and a lot of spontaneity coming in for you. Just a lot of good things. Definitely a lot of adventure coming in for you. Things that you have been really, and I think that's maybe why that prayer card is coming in. Just a show of gratitude and maybe asking for guidance during these times, because a lot of things are going to be fulfilled for you, and maybe you don't know where to turn or which doors open, because there's so many of these job opportunities coming your way, and you're like, and maybe that's why you're seeing the visions as well, maybe in your dreams, or if you have, I'm getting like your psychic abilities. I don't know if everyone's psychic, but it's tapping into that muscle. I think maybe you may be seeing things in your third eye. It's very interesting coming through. Things are really opening up for you. A lot of spiritual stuff, more connecting to source. I really feel my third eye, just really tapping into that. You have a lot going on spiritually in good ways, really using that muscle of yours. And I keep hearing meditate more. I don't know if you do already. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you do, but more. Or if you're wanting to. Let's get some more oracle cards. Co-create. Really co-create. And this is a card of not co-creating necessarily with others, co-creating with source, with the universe. You are the paintbrush in this beautiful world, and you're really doing so in a partnership with spirit, with God, or whoever you may call your higher power. And during this time, this co-creating, your manifestations are limitless. This is like shoot for the stars. A lot of creativity on these cards for you. To the Sea. Just really being in flow, and things are happening, and it is like the perfect conditions. Like you could not ask like for better conditions on how these things are happening. You may not even know how, and I think that is like really blowing your mind this month. It is like you don't even need to worry about the how. It is just trust in the universe. Surrender. Surrendering is just keep coming through to me. Like everything you're manifesting, be very clear and concise. Whether you're writing it down in a journal, sticking it under your pillow at night, things are really happening for you in this month. And imagine just turning your imagination into manifestation. Really visualize, and what you imagine is going to become your belief, and that is what you are writing on that piece of paper and putting under your pillow, because it is all cards are insane. So many good things coming to you. It's just like manifestation. It's just like big, bold, black letters, like like how do you make this up? some more cards for you for the month of November, pile 4. What else do we have going on? Strength. Standing in your own strength, in your truth. What are you currently wanting in your life? What obstacles will be tomorrow's stepping stones for success? Like, that is your strength. That is, step into that. Success. All things are possible. And if something in a situation may like try and knock you down, get up, take a moment to explore what you learned, what lessons did you learn from that, and keep going, because that is what is going to drive you forward to success. Keep learning, keep moving forward. Beauty. Find beauty in all things. All things. Look around and see the beauty in... I want one more card after this. Find the beauty and be aware that it is all around you. And it's going to expand in your life when you find and notice those little things. Yes, roses have thorns, but they have a gorgeous, beautiful flower. Like, yes, you can be poked, and yes, those aren't those aren't as beautiful, but the flower is the beauty. And I just take note of those that are around. And knowledge. Knowledge. Think things through and learn from what you know. Take a deep breath and slow and deep, and just really sit if in a decision, if you need to make a choice, and really delve into that inner knowledge, because that can guide you in the right direction, especially during this time in November. You have so much going on. Don't make any rash and split decisions. Really think them through, especially if you are have a lot of open doors for you. Really sit with that, and I'm seeing like a cons list, pros and cons list of what it is, and take what you know and apply it, and that will help you go in the right direction. Let's get just a few more cards for you for the month of November, pile 4. Practice gratitude. Absolutely, with all the goodness coming in, like that, those cards earlier, practice gratitude with all that success and manifesting you come in. Thank the universe, thank source. Ooh, lighten up, laugh, have fun, take a lighter, approach to life. You may have been serious previously, but this is a time to enjoy and watch all the fruits of your labor just kind of flowing. And remember not to take life too seriously, and open up to change. Allow for things to develop, and try to think of your situation from maybe a different angle. Maybe there's I keep thinking these doors opening is what I keep seeing, doors opening, and maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's something you never really thought of, and this kind of door just kind of presented itself. Interesting. These are both last quarter moons. Last quarter is really clearing out the old to make for new. So maybe that's with these manifesting energies you've got going on for the month of November, pile 4. And thank you so much for joining and hanging out for your reading, and I hope to see you on a reading in the future. Have a great day. Bye.